Surprise!
This year took a lot out of the music reviewing community. It was one weird-ass year. I heard maybe one person call it the worst, but mostly just mehs across the board. This sounds like the perfect breeding ground for average songs, right?
Wrong.
Every time I'd take a good hard look at the top 40, nothing was all that average. I managed to put down 3 tentatives, realized 2 of them weren't all that average, and abandoned the project altogether.
May I present to you the top 1 most average song of 2018?
You gon' pray for me.
Even that isn't all that average. Just makes me feel nothing, which is average to me.
Instead, I noticed a very different trend, a heavy flurry of pointless songs. Unlike average, pointless isn't restricted to the middle. These are songs whose lack of existence literally wouldn't affect anything. We all would be better without having them waste our collective time.
And unlike average, most of these don't affect my worst list. I'll probably just forget them after we're done.
But opposed to my end of years, I did stretch the songs I will use to the entirety of the Billboard Hot 100. It'll allow me to talk about a couple songs I've wanted to more heavily address, with one that broke my little heart. Welcome to another weirdly subjective video based on my judgment. These are just the top 10 most pointless songs of 2018, man. Number 10.
So here's the deal. I chose to split the list into 3 separate categories. I'll tell you, this was the hardest list I've ever had to order, because so much of it was, what makes something more pointless than something else? Anyways, the lowest entries are in the category of
Other than making a buttload of money for the artists involved in these projects, why would they choose to make these songs that are so, well, pointless? These first entries are more tolerably pointless than the ones to follow, but still, what were they trying to accomplish?
Let's see. Maybe a few thousand records?
Kiki, do you love me?
I said it during the Scorpion video. This was the most album filler-esque song on the whole piece of shit, and it got a free run to number 1 because of a meme not even close to as anything as the Harlem Shake.
Although I don't mind watching people fall out of cars.
The song itself is just so uninteresting. Scorpion had some god-awful singles, but at least I can remember them.
I'm upset.
Worth the laugh, every time.
Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop.
Wow, how embarrassing. Like he thinks anybody would confuse a fucking stopwatch for a Rolex? Maybe somebody dipped it in ranch. Oh, no he didn't. Wait, play the clip again. I forgot what it sounded like.
It's not like the song ripped the production from a far superior song.
JT, do you love me? Are you something for y'all to cut up to, you know?
Oh man, you fucked up.
Nice for What makes this song so much more tedious. Why would you even listen to it when the guy made a far superior song before it?
You don't.
In my feelings. Out of my memories. Number 9.
Literally another one.
You stick out of the crowd, baby, it's a no-brainer.
I think the only person who won in this song was Lil Wayne, who smartly didn't show up, unlike last time. Well, I guess those guest features are pretty different. Oh wait, no, they're exactly the same minus Carter.
It's the exact same song, except for no part of it sounds good or memorable, at least I think. I'm gonna level with you guys. I never listened to this song for more than 5 seconds, cause why would I?
From the snippets I'd catch, it made me really understand the appeal of I'm the One, because at least it was catchy. This, it's a rehash.
It's definitive pointless, and boringly so. Next!
Number 8. Song about using life experience to make yourself learn for the future? Pointless?
Nope.
Just keep breathing.
Song about respiration. It's pointless, right?
Nuh-uh.
You believe God is a woman.
A song about sex that couldn't be less sexy?
Oh yeah, that's the ticket.
You love it how I move you.
This song's pointlessness resides in 2 big things: controversy and sexlessness.
We'll start with the whole reason it got as popular as it did.
It's still funny to see all those religious zealots think that she was implying she was calling their god a woman. Just listen to the song, dumbasses.
I'm sure these are the same people that thought Minions was satanic mind control.
So first, this song was made by Pointless Controversy. But I don't review Devout Debbie's incorrect judgment of a pop song. It's the song itself. And I'm happy to tell you, this song is a special kind of failure. One that doesn't understand what it's going for. When I think of sex songs, I think Sludgy Trap is about the worst possible choice. Baby Shark is sexier than this shit. Fuck.
That will be the last compliment I give to Baby Shark, so savor it.
It just comes down to all of these ugly musical choices that are, well, turn-offs.
When you try to come for me, I keep on flourishing.
I told you Dan Reynolds is ruining music, and now Ariana thinks it works.
Triplet flow? Are you kidding me? Stick to singing, Ariana. You can't all be Rihanna.
Yeah.
Oh wow, how hot and heavy. Or utterly robotic. Yeah, right, dear. Leave the sex grunts to the real pros.
3 videos in a row, guys. That automatically puts you on my worst list.
That's it. The pointlessness is boring me. Next. Number 7. Rounding out Why Do These Exist is a redemption song from a lackluster album. It's one of those tricks up the sleeve in case every single off the album was bad, which they were. Everybody can high five and know they've rescued the career of a usually talented artist.
I don't get it.
So this is good? ? I wouldn't go that far. I'd call it fine. Serviceable.
Wait, I got a compliment for it. It's boring.
Yeah, no, I don't understand at all. This is one of the most ignorable songs of the year. It escapes your brain as soon as you listen to it. It does literally nothing interesting other than give me the 116th reason to immediately change the channel.
This is album filler, at best.
And now its album filled too much of this video. Better luck with that album next time, Taylor. Number 6.
Welcome to category 2. We'll call it
Instead of just saying, why does this exist? Now we can say, why does this exist? Something else exists. These suckers have an enormous point to their pointlessness, and are forcibly more pointless than those we've already talked about.
And to kick it off, let's double dip.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
So there was this little song in 2017, I don't know if you heard it. It was called Stay.
All you have to do is stay a minute.
It was kinda big, neat little summer jam. Sure would suck if that guy who made it did the exact same fucking thing 1 year later.
Remember, some people think this is the best producer working. What does that say about the state of music?
No, I don't accept directly plagiarizing your own body of work to get more hits. Do I look like a Chainsmokers fan to you? I don't think there's a single thing that makes Middle better than Stay. Marin/Marlon, I can't remember which it is, Morris has no vocal presence compared to Alessia. Using the ticking clock serves a purpose in Stay. It's utterly pointless in Middle.
And don't forget about the endless talent that is Gray.
And just a little.
The only reason this song is as low on the pointless list as it is 100% because this song has too many bad things about it to make it completely absent in terms of existence. We can point and laugh at it until the next god-awful Zed song comes along, which I've made no secret as to what that is.
Zed, I'd rather have marshmallow than you. You suck.
Number 5.
Come over here, sit next to me.
Some bands were made to be hipster bullshit. The Pumped Up Kicks band should have been known by next to nobody, and those people could cherish them forever. These bands just weren't supposed to succeed on the pop charts, but most of the time, it's a welcome surprise.
The rest of the time, something major goes wrong. And even worse, sometimes nothing happens at all. I've left the audio out for a reason. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine what it would sound like if Weezer did a cover of Africa by Toto. You got it? Now I'm gonna play this clip and I want you to compare it to what you have in your head. Ready? Whoa, freaky, right? It sounds exactly like you imagined it. Isn't that insane?
So Weezer covered Africa because of a tweet. That's where every band gets its inspiration, right? From one random guy.
I'm glad they had time to squeeze that request in. I'd never get anything done if I followed that rule.
As far as nailing expectations, this cover is the best thing ever, as it is exactly what a cover of Africa by Weezer should sound like. No interesting changes, neat takes, or anything new. It's just a cover of Weezer by Africa.
Now I just want Toto to do Greatest Man That Ever Lived.
The profound observation I'm getting at here is the world wouldn't be any different without this cover. It's definitely not better because of it, but it's not really harmful or anything. Zombie by Bad Wolves is at least a genre switch up, so it serves a small purpose. This doesn't. Toto by Rivers Cuomo, the most pointless cover of 2018. Number 4.
Cross my heart.
How's that going for you guys? Uh-oh. Hope you guys didn't make a song together. That would really become obsolete quick.
In the end, it's him and I.
Oh no, we thought you kids would be forever's baby.
Hey Geezy, how's your dick?
Ever catch me cheating, she would try to cut my.
We here in the hindsight business call that a red flag. When your girl makes a joke about castrating you over infidelity that you're way too boring to ever commit, then maybe you should keep looking. It might not end in paradise.
Let's be fair. Dating Halsey is going to be the most interesting thing this guy is ever going to do. This is his peak.
Well, you tried, pal. At least she's writing songs about you.
All press is good press.
Have you noticed that I really haven't talked about him and I that much? That's because there's nothing to say. Its existence without the breakup is already pointless. Add the breakup, and golly does it serve a hilarious lack of everything.
Kids, I'd recommend the relationship is solid before you write the pop song.
Number 3.
Welcome to the longest part of this video. I'm actually going to be explaining the pointlessness of this song more in the context introducing it.
Over the years, I had this girlfriend who really loved indie rock. Like, so much so, seeing Empire of the Sun on a Honda ad would ruin her day.
Yes, I dated somebody more of a hipster than me.
Many times, she'd either recommend something or play her own music when we hung out.
And I thought I liked indie rock. It turns out the genre is enormous. And fucking sucks.
I quickly discovered that the indie rock I like is basically mainstream. I like the surface level indie rock that has this fatal flaw to the overall community where it's too well produced and much too interesting to really be indie rock.
But that's how music should be. It should be big. It should make you feel. But indie rock?
The word indie describes it pretty perfectly. It sounds fine, but really lacks the polish it needs to be interesting. Try listening to an indie rock playlist on Spotify. After about 10 minutes, you lose the ability to tell the songs apart. It stops being music and starts sounding like nature.
And nature sucks. I'll keep getting woken up by trains at 2 a.m. every day of the week.
The annoying, samey nature doesn't follow those acts that escape. Walk the Moon was way too fun to stay trapped down there for long. Bastille, too huge. Lovely the Band, too pop. Portugal the Man, too interesting.
Foster the People, too good. I may as well not reveal it. You know what it is.
Torches, their debut album, is one of the best albums of all time. 10 songs where Pumped Up Kicks is on it, and that's the 8th best song.
And I love Pumped Up Kicks.
Their sound is definitely indie rock, but it's so dynamic. It gets you off your ass, or it's touchingly sincere, or it's just the absolute best. But it's never bad. Not at any moment on the album does it slump below an 8 out of 10, and that's why I love it.
And then they followed it with Supermodel, and then fell into the indie pit.
I really did try to get through it, but it's definitive indie rock. It's boring, it's uninteresting, and what everybody expected of them. They reached the highest highs just to punch their ticket to one-hit wonderdom.
Although, Don't Stop was a hit, but nobody's gonna remember the Pumped Up Kicks band for doing anything else.
So it's 2017 and Sacred Hearts Club is released. Way better than Supermodel. It's interesting and got a couple of kick-ass tunes on it. Nowhere close to Torches, but what the hell is?
They released Pay the Man as a single. Nobody cared. So they decided, why don't we just release the most boring, least interesting song of our entire career?
Come over here, sit next to me.
It's all subjective context that applies only to me, but Foster the People are better than this. It's just another stale indie rock song that y'all get to lose your mind over.
Not me. It's a sad reminder that America doesn't get Foster.
I've got nothing to say. I just want to go to bed. You made Album Filler a hit, America. Hope you're proud of yourselves. Number 2.
Category number 3. You don't need context when your song really has no reason to exist.
The song is what made me think to change up to Pointless for 2018. And it wasn't even the whole song. It was just one line. Never has a solitary line sabotaged the purpose of an entire song. I'd say they were smart to hold it off basically until the end.
Most popular country song of all time. You wonder why I avoid the genre at all costs.
Maybe we do.
Maybe we don't.
Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
What are you supposed to do after that? They just said it. Maybe they do something, maybe they don't.
The appeal of the song is let's see what fate has in store for us. Guys, if you aren't feeling it, then you aren't feeling it. You can't will yourselves into being happy with each other. Try again.
Maybe we won't.
That's the spirit.
No, really, that's my professional relationship advice. You know when it's working. You start playing the uncertainty game, you're in trouble. If it resembles this song, time to sing songs with somebody else.
And have you heard this dumb version?
Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash.
A girl saying pretty feet is the most preposterous thing. And this is the radio version I hear. Like the radio listening public can't handle Florida Georgia Line starting the song.
You made us listen to Body Like a Back Road. Why would this be any different?
So this version, extra pointless. How fitting. Guess it was just meant to be.
So what else did nothing more than exist this year?
Young blood.
Don't hate it, don't love it, have one observation.
On purpose or by accident? This is a rip of Black Skinhead.
Young blood. See you want me. See you for my theme song.
Good luck not hearing the word black after every measure. You're welcome. This song isn't pointless, but you know what is?
Radio's irrational fear of it.
15th biggest song of the year. I heard it on radio 0 times. If somebody pointed a gun at me and told me to sing any part of it or die, I'd save him the bullet and have an aneurysm.
For being one popular song, it didn't feel too popular to me.
Look alive, look alive.
Next.
But are you gonna lie like that?
Take Let You Down and suck out the emotional power, effort from Fergie Ferguson, memorable hook, and shit video. Just imagine that before he made Lie, he remembered he had to go to the BMV afterwards. You'd lose interest in your work too.
I want you to be happier.
Lately, I've been thinking, this song sucks ass.
I like Dan Smith. Quite a lot, actually. And this song is not him. Marshmello found a way to help him realize he can sound as bored and uninspired as any other lackluster rock singer. And your bored as shit drop can go die already.
Number 11, because my memory don't work good.
And God?
That'll be making an appearance in this year's third list. It's the only one I teased, and I forgot it. What the hell, Duck?
I fuck rap God, I'm the rap devil.
The source of a less interesting beef than Taylor v. Kanye. It was so easy to ignore, it bordered on pointless.
Every day, yeah, yeah.
Here, I'll reenact why this is here.
Alright, worst songs. Gotta trim my picks. Every day?
I work hard every motherfucking day, yeah, yeah.
He definitely doesn't work hard every motherfucking day. How does the rest of that song go? Whatever, I'll just call it pointless. And it is. I don't know, he was pretty easy to ignore. I'd recommend it.
I watched song after song enter and leave the Hot 100 and thought, I'm sure those are bad.
He wants your listens. He wants your clicks. Don't feed him.
Pointless career that made 2018 pointless. They'll be back. Angry kids will always buy.
Number 1.
Now if I don't disappoint you in a top 10 video, then it's not my video then, is it?
I'm sure somewhere along the line I've made you disagree. A Foster song for the people, a cover and not much more. Apparently a good Taylor Swift song from Reputation. Yeah, right.
We all have that one song that everybody likes, and yet we don't see anything good from it. That one song that's always there, and never should be. It's just pointless.
Tell me where your love lies.
I don't know, guys. A lot of people like it, and I got sick of it after about half a month. Not because it's bad or frustrating, just because its existence became tedious so quickly.
To me, pointlessness is as much a subjective measure as best and worst.
Khalid, he's fine here. It's what you'd expect from him. Nothing less, nothing more.
Normani fucking sucks.
I've been so into your mystery.
If I wanted to know what Dua Lipa sounds like with a debilitating cold, I certainly know now.
Or it sounds like Normani is trapped inside this woman's body Red Riding Hood style, and she's trying to force her own voice through that woman's voice.
Yeah, being the background member of a 5-person group has never made so much sense before. Can't hide anymore. Time to hang up the pipes. You gave it your best. I'd try dancing as your next career move, hon.
Other than that, the song does absolutely nothing for me.
Every time it comes on, it makes me exhausted. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not exciting. It gives me nothing. Music is about emotions and big feelings. This takes up another radio slot we could be giving to anybody else. Love Lies makes me want to lie down. So what do you think was the most pointless song of the year? Tell me. I'd love to hear what you thought. Anyways, here were my lists for the year. And the committee thing. Top Games is probably next. We'll see if we got our shit together this year.